Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today I'm in my kitchen and I thought I'd try something that I did a couple of years ago and it came out really great. So I thought maybe today I'd show you how to transform one of these vintage Kenner Death Star droids. We're going to strip the chrome off of them and we're going to actually dye it black. I've had success with this in the past, and so we're going to choose one of these. Now this one came from the awesome box of figures that my buddy Dave donated that I've been restoring. And this one here I found at a thrift store or like a antique store. I went on a vacation recently down south and I found it for a few bucks. So I thought, man, how cool. So we're gonna restore one and we're gonna dye the other. So between the two of them, I think that this one has the best chrome. And this one here has better paint, but there's some chrome missing all over this figure. So we're gonna take the one that's missing more chrome. It's very difficult to tell on camera, but this one is missing more chrome. So we're gonna strip this and we're going to turn this into a black, dyed black Death Star droid. And the way we're gonna do this is, years ago, I watched someone else's tutorial and it was for how to remove it. And we're gonna take some of this oven and grill cleaner, just oven cleaner, and we're gonna spray it on the figure. We're gonna take a soft bristle brush and we're just gonna remove the chrome. So we're gonna start with that right now. So here we go. I've got this little dish, my little Pyrex dish. I'm just gonna shake it up. I'm gonna take the better of the two and put it aside. And we're gonna take this one and we're gonna stick it in the dish. I'm just giving it a good shake off camera, the oven cleaner. And we're gonna spray it. Oh man, this guy's one of those, one of those lids that, there we go, okay. Pain in the ass lid. Okay, so now, get the, oh man, what a mess here. There we go, okay. Okay, so now the figure is covered in the oven cleaner. We're just gonna take the brush and we're gonna just let it sit in the oven cleaner and remove the chrome. The longer you let it sit, the better it goes. So just stay with it. Take the brush and work the oven cleaner into all the different joints. And it will slowly remove the chrome until it's now just a base figure. So stay with that, keep going, and I'll see you once the chrome is all stripped. So here's after about 3 minutes of scrubbing. You can see that most of the chrome is off the legs and there's this sort of beige plastic or almost a semi-translucent plastic or a semi-opaque beige plastic underneath. So we're just going to keep working out all of the joints, getting all of the chrome off and the paint, and then we're going to wash it in power wash, and then we're going to make a black dye. So hang in there, but just keep going. This is, like I said, after maybe 3, maybe 4 minutes in the oven cleaner, but it really doesn't take long. So I'm going to keep going until it's done, and then we'll wash it. Okay, so here we are. This is obviously the untreated Death Star Droid, and it's still got the chrome and the black, and we're gonna touch this one up. But here's the one after the oven cleaner. The oven cleaner took almost all the chrome off, and I'm leaving some of the chrome. You can see it flashing on the screen there, and that's by design. I'm leaving that on. I wanna see if what it looks like where most droids have wear around joints and the faces and arms and legs and elbows and things. So I want to see what happens. So like I said, this is sort of an experimental figure. So we're going to RIT dye it in the synthetic black RIT dye, and that should come out nicely. But the chrome parts that are left should remain chrome, and it should look like wear and tear and weathering. So that's what I'm interested in doing. So right now, we're going to take this, and we're going to put it in the synthetic black RIT dye, and we're going to let it sit in there until it becomes entirely black. And we're going to see what it looks like. So stay tuned. Okay, now the Death Star Droid has been in the black RIT dye for about 3 minutes, and already you can tell. Look at how dark it's getting. That's gonna work out really, really well. We're gonna let it go. It's still sort of in between. It's not quite fully saturated black. So let's keep it going for a little bit longer. You can see it's getting there though. So what I like to do is I like to take a spoon that has some serrations or slots in it. I like to make sure that this is fully boiled water. I took it off of the heat, but it's boiled water, and now that synthetic dye, which by the way is this synthetic RIT dye. It's about 3 tablespoons in about 3 cups of water. There's no real rhyme or reason to it, but you want to make sure that dye gets fully incorporated in the water. And then you can see we're getting this really, really nice uber black dyed Death Star Droid. So let's keep it going. Do it for a little bit longer. I'm gonna let it go, and I'll come back once it's all dyed. Okay, so here are the results. Here's the regular Death Star Droid, untouched, unrestored. And then here's the black one. So this is the black RIT dye. And as you can tell, it is very, 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 very black, which is awesome. But now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take some black weathering powder, and I'm gonna go across the surface of it. What that's gonna do is it's gonna blend. There's some shinier parts than others, and that's gonna blend all that surface out. And then we're gonna touch up the eyes. I think we're gonna do something cool with the eyes, and just put a very small amount of paint on this, as you'll see, maybe some chrome highlights. And then we're gonna call this one done. It's gonna be a very, very cool custom Kenner Death Star Droid RIT dyed black. So stay tuned, let's get the weathering powders out. Okay, so here we are. We're at the phase where we just put on the weathering powders. We did black, gunmetal, and silver. And I don't know if you can see, but take a look at some of the gunmetal weathering that we did, and some of the highlighting on the hands and the high areas. It really has this cool, it's definitely black. It is a black droid, but done in gunmetal, and you can see it all the way down from there. So that really came out pretty cool. I like the look. And you know, because it's so old, this is a 45, 48-year-old figure, you know, there's a little bit of a patina to it. Even when you strip the chrome off and the black paint highlights, there's still a bit of a patina. The age of the figure kind of comes through, you know. And up here I noticed there's a little bit of splitting that occurred on the torso, but that's not from anything that we did. That was there. And but overall, you know, I thought I was gonna maybe hit the eyes with some black, but I don't think so. I think I like the monochromatic look to it, the gunmetal look. Tell me what you think. But we're gonna do some turnaround shots and we're gonna take a look. Oh, and by the way, so on the back, this is the rivet that holds the figure together. And I kind of like that. What I did was I decided not to paint that black or anything. I wanted to keep it as an homage to the old figure. So there's the chrome rivet. It's kind of like a polished aluminum rivet on the figure. So what I did was I left it. I don't think it bothers the look of the figure at all. In fact, I think it's kind of a cool homage to the way things used to be. So we left it. So I'm gonna put a clear coat on this. I'm gonna turn it on the turntable, and we'll call this one done.